So as you see, the warm-ups are only going up with 7.5 kilos every time, and we're gonna keep doing that pretty much until the working set, because there's no rush here. Just let the blood flow in the chest, and especially when you have shoulder issues, every time you go heavier, you can identify when the shoulder issue pops up and then do a sleeper stretch, for example, to alleviate that problem. But anyway, let's keep going. All right, guys, before doing any chest movements, we are always going to start with a stretch movement. Why? Because injuries will happen if you only do push movements or pull movements without doing something to alleviate the tension within those muscles, ligaments and joints. So the first one we're going to do is just a lat stretch. It allows for more external rotation, so the rotation outwards, I want to increase that, because when you do a dumbbell press, for example, you also externally rotate, and if you can't do it far enough with a very heavy weight, there will be unnecessary, dangerous tension there. So let's not let's not risk that. The weight is starting to get serious now. The top row, let's go. Time for the elbow sleeves. Checking the logbook. So we did 10 reps of 70 kilos last time, which was July 10. And now it's August the 1st, so that's it's 21 days ago. So we're going to test if I can still do it. I do weigh like 4 or 5 kilos less, and the body weight decreases affect chest movements or pushing movements the most. But don't let it get in your head, because you can still maintain or even increase strength during prep. So let's try to break even with the record, or actually break the record. So let's do this. This is the point where a lot of people would force reps just to beat or match a previous record. Don't do that, because that's exactly when you go backwards instead of forwards. Alright, we're about to do the second working set in just a moment. Last time I did 60 kilos for 15 reps, and we're gonna try to match that again. So I did 1 rep less on the first working set. And yes, I'm a little bit weaker, but it's only natural when you weigh lighter in the push session, as I mentioned before. But only 1 rep doesn't really matter. If it was 5 reps difference, then we have a problem. But only 1 rep, that is quite natural to have. So we're gonna see what it will be with the second working set. Here we go now. Next one is going to be an incline sit machine bench press. Just a 25 degrees, something like that, incline. Feels very good for the upper chest. No issues with the front delts at all. Let's go. Normally, I would do 1 heavier for the working set, but right now I feel like getting a bit more of a pump, more blood flow, and still staying below the 20 rep range to get a very good stimulus for muscle growth. But since I already went quite heavy on the dumbbell press with this one, I'm sticking to 80–90% of heaviness and a little bit more volume to get a good filled with blood pump.
Go now.
15 reps on the dot. Pec Deck time for a very good isolation, very good squeeze, focusing on the stretch and the squeeze here, no quick movements. Let's do this. If I would have done any more reps, I would have forced the reps, and that's never what you want to do, guys. If you have a spotter, you can do some forced reps with the spotter, but don't try it yourself because you will use muscles that you don't want to use. That was the Pec Deck. One more press to finish off the chest. All right, the final chest movement is just going to be the flat bench press. Just 100 kilos, 225 pounds. Not a whole lot, but this is again to finish off the chest. If you're doing the bench press and you don't like it because you don't have the feel in the chest when you're doing it, try doing it at the end of the workout. With a good pump that we have already, you really will feel the chest a lot better. So let's just go to failure and then finish off the chest until the limit. Oh yes, that's the chest finished, guys. A feeling of lactic acid and emptiness combined is what signs off a chest that is finished off. We're going to do the side lateral raise. Nice and quick, 3 working sets. We're going to failure, above 15 reps. Nice and easy, lightweight, because the heavier you go, the more the traps you use. So we want to focus on isolate the side delts. Let's do this. That's it for the side delts. Now it's time for the triceps. All right, tricep push down time. I love push downs. I feel them a lot better than overhead movements. There is discussion whether overhead movements or push downs are better for overall tricep development. But in my opinion, whatever you feel best, you have to hit that from a lot of different angles, and that will work the best for tricep growth. Of course, trickling in all the other movements as well, but sticking to what feels best usually works best. Let's go. That was a tricep push down. We're going to stay here and do a unilateral push down to really target the tricep from a slightly different angle, because that is what bodybuilding is all about. Hitting the muscles from several angles to make sure you develop the muscle as large as possible. So this is the unilateral tricep extension. You can really focus on a super contraction here. You just go all the way up until you feel a nice stretch, and then you go all the way down again. But feel that contraction, guys. That's what this exercise is all about. this in a high rep range in order to prevent going too heavy, messing up your form. So nice and high rep range to get a very good pump in the triceps. Last set of the day. Whew. That was the chest and tricep workout with some side delts, of course. And now we're gonna go home and have the post-workout shake. So this is the process of the cast belly, which you saw in the previous video, that we actually had to put a cast around Marley's pregnant belly. And now that Lara is out of the belly, we still have a cast of how it was when Marley was pregnant. So this is going to be the creation. These are actually individual little stones Marley placed here, so very impressive. And we have one of Dexter as well at the gym, and the one of Lara, she will probably hang that one up in her own room, because this coloring is the same style as her room. So awesome stuff for sure. So this is little Lara, and just when we came in, Bobby was barking really loudly. That's usually what he does when he sees someone he doesn't recognize immediately. And he was barking right next to her, but guess what? She keeps sleeping, and that's perfect for during the day and during the night. She's not scared of sounds. Then you might think, hey, is something wrong with her ears? But today she actually had the hearing test and she passed, so nothing is wrong there either. So we are very happy with this little angel. Alrighty guys, we are going to create the post-workout shake, and it's quite a simple one. All the ingredients are here, and the most important ingredient after a workout you might think is protein, but actually especially during a cut, it's carbs. So we want to use some rice powder right here. So we're going to put in 80 grams. That's all the carbs I'll have right after the workout. So 80 grams right there. We need one more gram. We need every single gram, guys. All right. You know, you can use cream of rice as well. So rice powder, cream of rice is the same. But I like to drink this because an hour later I'll have a regular meal. So I want this down quick. And now we're going to use 45 grams of this Vayu Whey Protein 2C Plus. And this basically means a blend of 2 different proteins. The blend of protein makes the shake thicker. So if you're looking for a thick shake instead of a very watery shake, and especially when you're cutting, you want something that fills your stomach a little longer, you can use this. And on top of that, of course, the flavor is absolutely amazing. I like vanilla flavor. There's other flavors as well, but vanilla always works. You can combine it with oats, cream of rice, or any other thing you want. Oh, we can't forget about the pink Himalayan salt. Putting it in here. Just a couple of grinds because I sweat a lot, as you saw in the video. So you lose a lot of electrolytes, and you want to, fill them back up with that salt. And then just shake it up into this beautiful aluminum shaker by Vayu. And then, we're just gonna drink this, and it's gonna be easy to digest, nicely tasting. And an hour later, I'll have the post-workout meal, which will be amazing. So I really want to thank you guys a lot for watching this video. Don't forget to check out the description below if you want to see the complete workout with all the reps, the amount of kilos I use, the exercises, if you want to try it out yourself. And once again, thank you a lot for the support. We are officially 8 weeks out from the Arnold Classic UK. Very exciting, conditioning is coming, and don't forget to stay golden.